I'm here, so.
I'm Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm down to dunk.
Howdy, Oklahoma.
My name is Chet Holmgren, and I'm down to dunk.
Dead gum.
I'm Josh Giddey, and I'm down to dunk.
This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to dunk.
Is that like you eat them together?
Everybody tells me to get the bag of burgers.
I need like a straw.
Howdy. I'm an artist on the court.
This is Jay Will, and I'm down to dunk.
My name is Kenrich Williams, and I'm down to dunk.
It might be Aaron Wiggins.
This is a troll. It's a troll. I'm trolling.
Howdy, Papa.
Because I think it would take away from who he is, you know? Yeah.
I love Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma to death.
This is Lou Dort, and I'm down to Dort.
Perfect. Very good.
I like the hat.
You like the hat?
Vava.
This is J-Dub, and I'm down to dunk. I've been doing a lot of dunking.
Good morning and welcome to episode 1, 3, 8, 4 of Down to Dunk. You can find us on The Athletic and anywhere else you subscribe to your podcasts. Go to theathletic.com/down2dunk and get The Athletic for $1 a month for 6 months. I am Luke, joined this morning by Andrew.
I gotta say, I'm just fired up to be here today. It's pretty cool. Pretty damn cool. Woo!
Slam through.
Taylor.
Here I am once again. I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny it. Can't slam through.
And Jay.
It's Jay.
It's Jay.
Who is that Kelly Clarkson?
Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
good. Hey, can I start this podcast off with just being a little bit, just very me?
Yeah. You
Oh,
always.
you, I know we've been told
Always be you.
to be careful with our assumptions, predictions.
Actually, you're not told to be careful with them. You're told to burn them.
Yeah, the opposite of care,
Yeah.
to torch them.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is you probably need to start preparing yourself for a mid-June parade
Wow.
in the next 2 years.
Should I start lifting so I can flip a cart?
Yes.
You should. You should start
Yeah.
lifting up.
We've got to mark out where the Down to Dunk booth will be.
We need to make a float.
A float. Yeah. Please.
That would be cool.
That would be cool. I would do it. I'm in. I don't know. I am trying real hard not to overreact to preseason.
That
Yeah.
doesn't sound like an overreaction.
No, it sounds very calm and a normal take.
Yeah. Seems
There are just a lot of things. Like I had this thought last night as I was kind of rewatching the game. I didn't have a chance to watch it as it was happening, but rewatch it later. And
are you watching on Bally? What are you doing?
yeah, that's how I watch it.
Me too, badly.
Streaming. I'm borrowing my mother's stream.
We got some Bally boys.
I'm 41. I'm 41
Bally
years
boys.
old, and
I thought they
borrowing my
went
mother's
bankrupt.
DirecTV.
They
They
did.
did. It's a disaster. If it was on KOCO, Channel 5, Channel 4, Channel 9, whatever, let's do this.
I know.
Be amazing.
I know.
You want to see the interest in this team? Just
OETA.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
if it was on PBS
Yeah.
locally, OETA, that'd be fantastic.
They don't have enough funding anymore. Moving on.
Channel 13. No, that bill got vetoed.
Oh, yes.
The Congress threw it
We're
out.
back.
We're
Congress
back,
threw it out.
baby.
But you got me derailed here for a second.
Sorry.
I'm trying to go insane for a second, and I forgot what I was talking about. But here's what I was thinking last night as I was watching that game. I remember. Andrew,
Mm-hmm.
give me the weakness.
The weakness, age.
That's a crap weakness.
You got to come on down with the weakness.
Yeah, I mean, and probably girth.
Weakness and girth?
No, not
Age and
age,
girth.
age and girth.
Oh.
Yeah.
which could solve its own problem.
Sounds like they need a blue chew.
They could use a blue chew or two.
Just give the boys a blue chew before every game.
I think with Jay Will,
Name a weakness.
Girth.
Those aren't weaknesses.
right now, health.
I see them as benefits.
Yeah, that's what your wife tells you.
I think Jay. Wow.
Me?
Jay, come on.
No, I was saying Jay Will.
Oh, okay.
I think Jay Will showed so much improvement against Charlotte that I'm. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna
Whoa.
cry. That I'm
It's
gonna cry.
I know. It's emotional.
That I'm very just intrigued to see what the rotation is like with him as like your primary backup big and Chet, because we haven't really seen that yet.
We're also 4 minutes in this pod and haven't even mentioned Olivier Sarr.
I'm
Yeah,
on
just
a
saying,
two-way.
SAR time.
he doesn't look
It's SAR time.
bad. It is SAR
You
time.
talking about Sarr?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
He's all right.
Rising tides raise all boats.
Someone
I thought you were saying he was going to make the Rising SAR challenge.
Ooh,
that's pretty good. No, but I'm saying like when you have an entire team full of guys who play almost the exact same way, like you can come in and be a guy that's a two-way, and all you have to do is play your part, and you're gonna look okay.
And you're going to make the All-Star game.
It's good.
I know he's good. He's really good.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know where to go from there.
I love so many of the guys on this team. I think that they all fit. They're all going to be really good. I mean, in the preseason, and obviously like last night they missed Shea tremendously, but also
Did they?
every game that I've watched, it's been a different team because you've had lots of different guys in and out of the lineup. But you're watching it and you kind of forget that they are missing guys.
Yes,
I
because they
totally felt that way.
Yes,
yesterday.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like they missed him. Obviously, he's the best player on this team.
Yeah.
But they still come out and play really high level, competent basketball.
Yeah.
It's not like some of those teams you've seen in the past where, I mean, we all have stained into our memory the Russ MVP season where his on-off numbers were dramatically different,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's like playoff level team to worst team in the NBA.
It's like literally the best point guard in the league,
Yeah.
like top 20 player of all time, to maybe the worst point guard in the NBA that season.
Mhm.
And
is what it was.
Yeah.
and to watch this team and to see the way they can continue to play their brand of basketball
Mm-hmm.
with a high level of efficiency, and they just have, in my mind, elite guys at almost every position.
Yeah, they have some elite guys at most positions, and they have potentially elite guys
Yeah.
at other
Mhm.
positions. Yeah,
I
And
haven't even-
everyone's multi-skilled too.
yeah, totally.
yeah, I feel like I'm going to be the one that's driving the Vasa train, though.
Vava.
No, I'm with you on that.
Dude, he just plays the game at a high intelligence level.
Yeah, he does, and he's got a good handle too. Because the Pistons players are a really interesting test for these guys because they are
Chaos.
mega athletes that are like pretty good defensively.
Huge.
A lot more, like so much more athletic than the Thunder. That was like the thing that really stuck out last night. It's like, oh my gosh, like athletically, they're just on a different planet than the Thunder are. But like skill wise, it's the other way around. Obviously, the Thunder are just way more skilled, and like Vava was getting pressured, big time, and he was still able to handle and find his spots. He was like, let me get Olivier Sarr a bucket. It's like, set a screen, like just simple pick and roll, like dump off pass, dunk. He's going to be able to contribute.
Yeah.
At like a good level for them.
But you can run a second unit with him at the point
Oh yeah,
and still, like, you shouldn't see a dramatic drop off in the offensive production.
yeah,
You may see a slight defensive drop off, obviously. It depends on who they put with him.
right.
But man, it's just, and once again, like, haven't even mentioned how fantastic Chet has looked
Yeah,
in these games.
Yeah.
And
It's been absurd. It's been absurd.
If you're not hyped for this season, then you're not paying attention. Which I don't know anybody in our realm that's not going. I feel like we're way better than maybe we even realized we are.
Can they win 74 games? Can
He
they
said it.
Shea's such a superstar too. Like the minutes he's played this preseason, he's just kind of going with the flow, just letting other guys get going, and he's just out there running around.
That's the thing.
Getting a sweat on.
That's the thing. We just haven't seen
The full
like,
version.
really
of
what this
squad.
looks like.
And
Yeah.
then you hear I don't know who was it that did the interview with Giddey. It may have just been kind of one of those, pit interviews, but talking about the unselfishness of the team collectively.
Yeah, he said that it was post game.
Was it post game?
Yeah.
And he was talking about just the thing that really could make the difference about this team is we know some nights that I'm going to get 12 to 15 shots and somebody else is going to get 4 to 6. And some nights it's going to be, all over the place. And some of that is better. That's easier to say in theory than reality whenever it becomes the actual season. But with 82 games, there should be enough for these guys to all have high level performances throughout the year and it not feel like it's taking away from somebody else to do so.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I am. How long has it been since you've watched a preseason game and all the way till the end, you're watching guys that you're like, I could see him contribute.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not happened maybe ever.
Also, all the games have felt really competitive, and I think that's because the Thunder is bringing that energy.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of been the case this whole year across the NBA. Maybe I just haven't paid attention to preseason as much the last couple of years. But all the games, it's like these guys are kind of
everybody feels
going
ready
for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody feels
But look
ready.
at the Kings Warriors game, whenever that was, a couple nights ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun.
It's like it felt like a real game.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, they were invested. Vasa is averaging 6 assists a game in 18 minutes.
Yeah, it's all he's trying to do. He's not even trying to get his own yet.
well. Last night he was, and he can, and that was good to see. His jumper still, you can tell he's not like super confident in his jumper
Yeah.
yet, or where to find.
Which is
he
why
can't
he's
find his
distributing
spots
like
yet.
crazy.
But
Right.
also he's so big, and he plays pretty big.
He had I'm trying to think of who he finished this assist to, but it was one where it was Wiggins. He penetrated to the lane, got kind of underneath the basket and went up and realized I'm not going to get this. And then perfectly timed Wiggins caught the ball right at the rim, went up. It's just, he's got that kind of playmaker ability.
Yeah.
That's pretty special.
Yeah. And like the split second decisions.
Yeah.
You can see him
So
making
smart.
the decisions. He had another one where he was driving the lane and he was trying to decide like roller, corner, shoot it. And you could see him processing as he's driving the lane, and he shot a floater and made it. You're like, oh, okay. Like he gets it. Because a lot of guys that we've watched throughout the years, it's just been like, you can see him and it's one decision that's being made. Like, no, don't mean to pick on Bays because he just got waived by the Nets. But like when we watch Bays, the minute he took 3 dribbles, you were like, all right, it's Bays time. Like we're going to the rim, no matter what, no matter who's in his way. And with a guy like Vasa, it's like he just can drive and still know that like 3 decisions are being made at that time, which is what they want. They want this to be a very free-flowing game for all of them, and that everybody can do that. And almost everybody can.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm intrigued to see, and I haven't heard any kind of timeline on Poku. I don't know where Poku fits in this. I know in theory that's how he plays and can play.
Yeah. Well, and right now, this is his time because like Jay Will's going to miss time. Kenrich is going to miss time. They
Is
kind
that
of
legit? Like, are they out for multiple weeks?
Yeah. Jay Will's out for like another week and a half. And
great.
at least.
Burn all my comments. And
Yeah.
assumptions.
And then Kenrich his back is not in a good place.
It's over.
Not in a good place.
For what?
So they kind of need Poku
This
a little
season.
bit right now. It's
Everything I said.
This is Poku's
wrong.
time right now.
When does Poku come back?
I don't know. I mean, there's a chance he's back by game 1.
Because if it's Poku time, but no Poku, it's not Poku time.
It's just time.
It's just time.
All we have is time. That's true. That's true. Okay, you guys want to play a little game?
Hey, do we even mention Down to Dunk Night?
No, go ahead and mention it.
So all of the things that we've said, the hype that is around this team, we have an opportunity in front of us.
You have an opportunity.
Very,
listener.
very limited seats left for Down to Dunk Night on Tuesday, November 14th, against the San Antonio Spurs. Victor Wembanyama.
Who hasn't looked very good this preseason, has he?
Yeah, not at all.
Really struggling.
Changing the NBA already. But we're going to be meeting down at Spark around 4:30,
Get a burger.
5 o'clock. Eat a burger.
Get a burger.
Get a
Starts at
bird.
6:30. This is
Good.
in-season tournament.
It's great.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a special game.
We'll all find out together.
How?
Nationally televised.
Yeah, that's something.
You want to go to this game, and we have limited tickets. After the game, you're going to have an opportunity to come down and take a picture with all of the DTDers that are in the room and take a half-court shot where you have a chance to win some sort of Thunder seats courtside. I don't know, maybe something like that.
Could be.
Could be, could not be. But you want to make this your plan for the evening, and that's the 14th.
This is the
November.
third time we're doing it, and it's
Mhm.
been so fun every time. And this is
Yeah.
the first good game.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's wild that we get such a good game
it's a great
for
game.
this.
Also, you get to be on the Down to Dunk Twitter banner.
Yep.
Ooh.
So
Mm-hmm.
Burn
those that were there,
your assumptions.
burn them.
Burn them. Burn it all.
Okay. Do we want to play a game now?
Absolutely.
Would you like to play a game?
Would you like to play a game? Okay, so
Down to Dunk Saw X tonight.
others. Now you must ignore some of the pain. I've been watching a lot of Saw. Anyone else? It's on all the time.
no
Is it really?
Yeah.
On what?
Just I think Sci-Fi has it on a lot.
TNT.
They're good.
It feels so unusual that you're talking about legitimate cable television.
Saw?
It's like, oh, it's on
Yeah.
all the time. On what? Yeah, every streaming platform. You're
Yeah,
like, no,
Sci-Fi.
on the television.
No, on
I-
TV.
I can't imagine watching a movie now and having to watch commercials every 20 minutes.
Yes.
Dude,
Yeah,
that-
true.
It's awesome.
it's awesome.
Because for you, it's
awesome.
commercials is like, check your phone time.
It's awesome.
Anyways,
game.
the game is betting your life on Thunder players. We did this exercise last year, and so you either bet you're betting that a particular player can be in a playoff rotation in the next like few years. Last year, we were either betting your breakfast, so like basically like intermittent fasting for a day, your car, your house, or your life
Mm,
on a Thunder player being able to contribute on a playoff team.
okay.
Last year, some interesting results. Trey Mann. Where do you guys think we were on Trey Mann?
I think I was
breakfast.
car.
Yeah,
Right.
we had car and life on Trey Mann.
Who
Really?
said life?
Who said live?
It was. I think it was Jay or Taylor.
Not.
Not me. It
remotely
wouldn't have been
possible.
me.
There's
I'll
no
have, to,
chance.
I'll have to go back and
I'm
listen.
still here.
I didn't write who said what, but I definitely wrote
Damn,
down
you should've
that it
done
was
that.
said.
I think it was Alex.
Kenrich,
Oh yeah, life.
House.
life from 2. Someone only said car.
Whoa.
Yeah. Jeremiah Robinson Earl, no longer on the Thunder.
Ooh.
Breakfast.
So that's probably pretty high.
Car.
For
That
me.
was
Car.
house.
Car.
That's probably a life.
Car and house, no life.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the interesting ones. So we're going to go through the roster.
Someone's homeless.
Yeah, someone has lost their home.
Well, someone's dead because Trey
Yeah.
Mann.
Yeah, someone died due to Trey Mann.
We're gonna have to figure out who died.
due to Trey Mann death. Okay. Oh, also J Dub. We were saying absurdly low. We wouldn't bet like hardly our car on J Dub.
What?
Last year.
After
That's not true.
summer
I'm
league?
going to re-listen, guys. I can't do this
Preseason,
anymore.
we were like not totally bought in on J Dub.
Really?
Yeah.
What that means is we were cautious. We're only willing to give away our cars.
We're
I
haters.
don't think he made a 3 in the preseason last year. Let's see.
I don't believe it.
I mean, you better believe it,
You
my
liar.
brother.
Come on,
brother.
Believe it, brother.
Believe it, my brother. Yeah, I mean, J-Dub in the preseason last year. Let's see.
Here I am.
Was not very good. Yeah, didn't make a 3 in the preseason. So, I mean, or no, he was 2 of 9.
So it's his fault.
2 of 9. Yeah, it was his fault, not our fault. His fault.
Who the F?
Yeah. So he played, and also in the preseason, he played backup point guard only, which was kind of interesting.
So it's possible that like this preseason, we're not seeing like we're making all these assumptions based on preseason. We might not even see who our best player is yet.
It's
in
true.
our preseason games. Can you imagine?
Huh? Sorry.
We're just now in preseason.
Jay's very distracted.
I am very distracted. You okay?
Everything's okay.
Did you get a prank
He
call?
got a call from his mother at 7 a.m. That's a terrifying.
Is everything okay?
Said go to school.
Everything's fine. She accidentally called me.
But
okay,
man,
good.
I said,
she said, "Wake up, go to school.
"You witch! Don't ever make that kind of
Break-
mistake again."
breakfast
How
is
dare
ready.
you.
I thought Dad was gone.
I made waffles."
It is like anybody calls you genuinely like in a phone call in general.
Yeah.
I'm assuming something went wrong.
at 7
Like,
a.m.
you could just
Yeah.
text me at any other time in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I'm glad he's okay. Shout out to Brian.
And Dad's alive.
Shout out. Yeah. Huge,
I thought he was gone.
huge shout out to Brian. Okay. So let's talk. let's bet our breakfast, our house, our life.
Are these people in legit rotation minutes?
Are they playing rotation minutes in the playoffs?
Okay.
Let's start with our man, our guy, Alexei Pokushevsky.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
What's even less than breakfast?
Nothing. I guess you can just bet nothing. Just
I'll
just opt out.
I'll skip I don't eat breakfast very often, so I will bet my breakfast.
Okay, I was gonna say we owe Poku at least our breakfast, don't we?
Yes, of course.
We could sacrifice a burrito for Poku.
Yeah, we've got fanny packs. We've got content from Poku.
Yeah. Shout out to Poku. Pour one out for Poku. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Life.
Life. Next on the list, Trey Man.
Breakfast. Whatever Luke decided was less than breakfast.
Yeah. We can decide to opt out of breakfast too and just give nothing.
Yeah, like even if we win, we're like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
But he's gone, dude. He didn't even get minutes in a preseason game last night. And I get whatever. Don't look too much into preseason. It's just,
Yeah.
it's not happening.
The body language didn't look great.
No.
Which who knows? Like there's so much going on with these guys that you just don't know. But
It's almost like they're actually humans too.
yeah, they're actually human.
Yeah,
people.
they have emotions.
Yeah.
Jack White feels the most likely to be waived or cut or whatever.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Also, just because like the guaranteed money is so much lower that you would think that that maybe he's gone. I'm looking at down to dunk night. I mean, there's literally like 7 or 8 seats left.
Buy them.
Whoa,
Period.
really?
Did you get me a seat for my son?
Sorry.
My son.
My
Yeah.
son.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
gonna.
Because I've been hyping this up for him. We were
Yeah,
at the gym yesterday and getting up some half court shots, man, just trying to get ready.
Mhm.
I told him, it was like, at the end of the game, you're going to be on the court. You're going to have an opportunity to shoot half court shots. He was just like, are you for real?
Are you for
Are
real?
you?
Jay, if-
he said the F
If you
word.
couldn't get a seat for your son at this point, would that be the most disappointing thing you've ever had to tell him before?
No, I would just be shelling out money to get him to the game on my own.
No, you
And then
can't do
forcing
that.
one of
Let's
you
say
all
you
to sit
can't do
somewhere
that.
else.
I'm trying to figure out, have you said anything more?
Disappointing to my son?
Yeah.
No, man. One of the vows I've made in my own life is to try to follow through with whatever I tell him.
Yeah.
Boo.
Oh, boo.
He's going to be
Boo.
soft, dude.
Yeah. One of the vows I made in my life was to just make myself just incredibly disappointing to my son.
Yeah.
Build some character. In
What you gotta do is
Hey,
be
buddy,
like,
get ready for disappointment because that's all I'm giving you.
I can't wait to be there. It's a big game. You know you can't make it. You made other plans.
That's just text him. That's life, buddy.
Yep. He makes the big 3, looks up the stands. You're not there.
No,
Yep.
that's me. No, I've sat. I don't want to get into this.
Yeah, they have drugged you into a
Pretty
conversation you don't want to
it's
be
so
part of.
easy to bait
My
you.
son's playing football or was playing football. His final
Oh,
season.
he's in it now.
His final game was this last week.
Listen, I've been talking. I've been
he's not-
talking to people about your son's football.
Dave Hammonds.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He's not. It's his first year playing, and basically we were hoping that 8th grade football that they could do something to help him understand how to play the game a little bit better. And so I sat through like 4 8th grade varsity football games that is just abysmal football, and he just stands on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Barely gets to play.
Does he do kickoffs or anything?
No, they don't even do that.
Really?
I'm telling you, this coach, he is driving the same 13 kids
No
into
way.
the ground. They play offense, defense, and special teams.
No.
They play everything.
Isn't that weird?
Never even gave a shot to any other kid. Like he basically took, were you on 7th grade varsity? Well, guess what? You're 8th grade varsity.
This is
Man.
middle school.
Middle school.
Let the
Why?
boys play.
Let the boys play.
That's
Dude, you're
weird
telling me-
adult behavior from
This is
that
much
guy.
less about your
this is
son
how-
and more
this
about
is-
this coach.
Yeah.
This is how frustrated I was.
Yeah.
This is my miffed and peeved.
Yeah.
I called the athletic director.
Miffed and peeved.
Andrew's boss.
I called the athletic director at
I
my
called the
son's
athletic.
my son's school, and listen. I know all of the things that I would say, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're teachers.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do anything to make it. And that's why I was like, I'm not mad. This is even worse. This is like the most dad.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
1,000% what I
Wow.
said exactly.
You know, you have about 6 of those left in your barrel.
I
You
was
know,
like,
every year.
I
You use one
just
for that. Yeah.
That's
was hoping there would be some opportunity for development.
Yeah.
But they basically practiced a total of maybe 15 times
Yeah.
over the course of an entire season.
Huh?
I'm not kidding. They
Yeah,
just would
dude.
cancel practice. So
Not 2
I'm
days?
sorry, I'm venting because I
It's
was
okay.
really mad.
All
But
right.
they have their final game of the quote unquote regular season is Tuesday night.
Yeah.
They practice, basically have glorified recess on Wednesday, and then don't practice again Thursday, Friday, or Monday before a quote unquote playoff game, which is not really a playoff game because they're horrible.
Yeah.
So for 3 days, he could have practiced
8th grade, we practice like
all
man.
the time,
every
Yes!
single day.
Every day.
because the most important thing they could do is to actually practice the game.
Yeah.
WB was running.
It was just like
running us
all
into
I
the
asked
ground, man.
for.
We were
He really did.
All I
He ran
asked
a
for was effort.
tight ship.
Like
Yeah.
I just wanted effort.
He made Barrett throw up.
That's true.
Yeah.
End rant. I
That-
was so mad.
If you aren't making middle schoolers throw up, what are you even doing?
Seriously.
It was just like they didn't want to put extra effort into the coach. So it was like, we're not going to do practice this time. They canceled so many practices for a team that needed every single minute of it.
Yeah. They gave up.
From
Call
the
him out.
beginning.
What's his name? What's his coach's name?
I'm not saying.
Rip him.
I'm not telling you.
okay.
So Trey Man.
You're going to have to give me his home address after this.
Yeah.
He also told the team afterwards he's like, this is my last season coach. He head coached this team 1 year, and it was this year. And he's like, it took the life out of me.
It didn't even practice.
Man, he's got a life. He's got other priorities.
He does.
I
He
was.
obviously does.
He didn't want to miss,
was-
He doesn't love the game.
steamed.
So
And I was not the only one, my boys.
so that's why Trey Man
Anyway,
is
how did we
gone,
get on that?
And we're not. I don't
You're so mad about
I
it.
don't
You
know.
found a way to.
It's
I haven't had a
obviously
chance to really vent the way I
you
wanted
know
to.
what's on your heart will eventually make its way
Yeah.
up. So you know.
They canceled too many practices.
Trey Man, he's done for. I won't even bet my breakfast. Like
Yeah.
come out. Josh Giddey.
Oh, come
Life.
on.
Life.
My life.
For sure. We don't even have to discuss it. He looks good.
likes it.
Got to the free throw line 8 times last night. Only made 4. But
Was it
he
you and
was-
Alex
he got
talking
there
on
8 times.
Wednesday about him getting the 4th? Like probably more like every time they play, he's going to get the 4th best defender on him.
Yeah.
And the side, because we're talking about Connaughton and just how he's going to be able to exploit some matchups against
Yep.
guys that,
For sure.
yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. He's great.
Life.
Shout out to Josh Giddey. Also, I just want to bring up just one thing that people keep bringing up on national
Eighth grade
podcasts.
football practices.
I just want I just want to know
Every basketball
why
practice.
didn't they practice? No.
Talk about practice.
People keep repeating this, maybe because they've heard it from I don't know who they're hearing it from, that the Thunder can't keep their team together. That this team, like they got too many young guys. They're going to have to consolidate. I just want everybody to know that is just like blatantly untrue. Like, it's not true. The only thing that would keep the Thunder from doing that is money. That's the only thing. And the Thunder are in this kind of unique position where there's going to be a new TV deal soon. That's more cash flow to the Thunder. There's likely to be a new arena. That's more
sore subject for some people right now.
For some people, sure. But if that happens, more cash flow to the Thunder as well. There's going to be expansion in the next few years. That's more cash flow to the Thunder right when they're going to need it. And they've been saving so much money over the course of the last few years. They've been so inexpensive to the owners that they're able to save money. They're probably going to be able to pay these guys. So there's no rule in the CBA that prevents them from keeping all their guys. And now you can give 5-year deals to everybody, where back whenever it was time to give James Harden a new contract, they couldn't give him a 5-year deal unless he took something less than the max. So now you can hand out as many 5-year maxes as you want, which I think will make a difference to some of these guys.
Yeah, I think
so.
We had mentioned this in the past as well. Is this is one of those moments where we'll get to see what Sam learned from the first iteration of the Thunder that will shift the way he does this. And I think, if I was assuming, is you pay the guys and then sort it out afterward.
Yeah.
And say, if it down the line, if it's J-Dub and he's just like, because what you can't control is when the guy wants to be the guy.
Yeah. If they're like, hey, I see that I could have my own team and compete for titles like James did, and no one can fault him. Also, watching everything he's doing now, we also all know now for sure that team would have never, ever been a dynasty and stayed together.
One more year.
Yeah, it would have been 1 year. There was just no way they could have functioned.
Isn't that crazy? That was so long ago. That was 12 years ago, 11 years ago. And James has been the same guy. It's just kind of grown from there, but he's always been the same, kind of had the same mentality.
Consistency, man.
Yeah. And he didn't show up in the playoffs when we needed him to either.
In the finals.
Yeah.
No, he did not. But anyways, they can keep this team together if they want to. That's my main point. It's like the CBA does not prevent them from keeping the team together. And they're also loaded with picks to where that's how you can add to your payroll without using exceptions and stuff like that. And the second apron thing, all of that. They can survive that if they need to, if they're that good.
Why are they looking to poo-poo us? Why are they poo-pooing us?
Because I don't know. That one I don't know why people believe the CBA was a bad.
It's a lot of poo-pooing.
For the
I
Thunder.
think. Do you think it's because to the national media, we tanked the last 3 years, blight on the league, worst team ever's, and it's they did all that for this and they can't even keep this together.
Yeah, it could be that. I think it's also just the market too. I think that. Most people believe that the Thunder should not be here in this market. Most people in the NBA believe that, which is a whole nother reason why voting no on something like this,
you can't do it.
It is optically so bad. Because if the Hurricane Katrina thing doesn't happen and the Hornets don't have to move here, there were so many things that had to happen in order for this market to open up as a viable NBA option, that if we lost the Thunder, what are the odds that we get another team here?
Zero.
It would never
not happen.
It would never ever happen. So voting no is I don't know. I don't even know what the comp is, but it's somebody who has no business being cocky about something, being cocky about it. And then you see them and you're like, oh my gosh, why are they acting like this? We have no reason to be cocky about having an NBA team, zero reasons. because we probably don't deserve to have an NBA team based on the market alone.
Yeah.
As much as I love the city. Okay. Aaron Wiggins.
House.
I think House.
A playoff rotation.
Yeah, I'm going Carr.
Yeah, I think I would go Carr as well.
Just because it's a shorter rotation. Not that I don't believe in Aaron Wiggins.
Yeah.
It's just a short rotation.
I think Mark believes in him.
I like Wiggs a whole lot. I think he's good. I think he's
It makes up
particularly
for
good
the miss
this.
on Trey Mann
Yeah,
that they were able to get Wiggs in the second round.
yeah, that was a great pick.
Great
Yeah.
pick.
That was a great pick. Yeah, I think if he like played minutes in the playoffs, I don't think anybody would be like, "No, don't. Why are you sending him out there?"
Right.
You know,
I trust him behind the line. I trust him to play defensively. He's just
he knows how to move within an offense.
I really like
within this. I'm moving to House. I'm up to House now.
Thank you.
There we go.
Really?
I like him.
House.
He's in the 9-man
House.
rotation or 8-man
House.
rotation?
Nine.
How many
House.
guys we give? 9?
9,
All right.
9 or 10.
9.
House.
J Dub.
Life.
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 Yeah, we were very hesitant on him last year.
That's made it up for him.
strange.
Doesn't that feel strange? Like
Yeah.
things have changed so much. Because he was coming off the bench for them last year.
Yeah.
And we were kind of like, I don't know. I think we had almost the same mentality about him that we do about Case and Wallace right now, where we're like, oh, he's on the team. Cool.
Mhm.
You know? Chet.
It's
Home-
my life and it's now or never.
Bow, bow.
I just wanna live
forever. It's happening.
Chet's really good.
He's so good. It's stupid. And we talked about it. Okay. Say it again. Those big guys who are top, he was the number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Missed his first year, stayed with the team all year. They're always good. Their rookie year, if it's the second year.
Yeah.
Always good.
Yeah.
It's my life.
Wow.
The thing that Chet, just keep going. Just keep going. The thing that Chet has done.
This is a
Broken heart. Wow, wow.
Haven't we done this before?
Yeah, I feel like we have. I feel like
Tommy and Gina never back down. Wow, 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 wow. I ain't gonna be another face in the crowd. I'm gonna live my life as I shout it out loud. Wow, wow. It's my life and it's now or never.
That's such a great song.
it's a great karaoke song.
God,
It is
Luke
a
is
great raging song.
Yeah, Luke turned all shades of red.
Talk about
song, man.
Reason to
That boy is
Ugh.
torqued.
tune into YouTube. Yeah, he was fully torqued. Anyways, this is what Chet does to us. This is how we feel about Chet.
Chet was the only fear I had in summer league was his kind of turnover rate,
Yeah, his like handle.
and
Yeah,
that has not at all
he
translated.
seems to have solved that.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's been incredible and efficient in every form. Defensively, you're absolutely right. I don't know if you tweeted this or said this somewhere else, is he's going to get bullied, but his length and ability to time his blocks is going to make up for so much of that. Like even early on, Zach Collins was able to get physically to a place where Chet was out of position, but as soon as Zach goes up, Chet has the ability to stop so much of it. Jalen Duren last night, like it's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he had that block on Jaden Ivey that was unbelievable. He just is, he's doing everything you would want to be excited about a guy.
Yeah.
Offensively, he's so skilled and so his touch is so good. He's kind of bullying other bigs too. So yeah, Zach Collins could get physical with him on one end, but Chet's still scoring on him pretty easily.
Yeah.
Last night, Chet made Wiseman look like he just came in the league.
Yeah. And
Wiseman also does that to himself.
I was going to say Sar did too.
Yeah, Sar did too.
Sar.
Sar's good though. Come on.
In 19 minutes in the preseason, in 4 games, in 19 minutes, 16, 5, and 1, and 2 blocks in 19 minutes. Yeah, that's crazy.
Someone put up his per 36 from preseason.
I have him.
Go ahead. MVP season.
They're absurd. 39-2, 3.7 blocks per game per 36.
Yeah, and on ridiculous percentages.
57, 50, 75.
Yeah.
His 3-ball looks good.
It does. It looks really good.
He hadn't taken a ton. It's only been 4 games. He's taken like 3 per game.
But he takes the right ones.
He's taken 5 per game.
Those corner threes that he took against whoever they played 2 games ago. Where were they at? Oh, Charlotte. Was that now?
No. He didn't play against Charlotte. He played against the Bucks.
Yeah, against the Bucks. Those corner threes when Shea found him in the corner, Giddey.
He was
found
like
him in the corner.
relocating to the corner.
Yeah,
like
that's
after like an action. It was
Yeah.
like and he's wide open, and it just looked really good. Yeah. His preseason numbers were just absurd. The only other player to outscore Chet in the preseason per 36 is, you guys want to take a guess?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Wembanyama?
No, I mean on the Thunder.
Oh. J-Dub.
No, J-Dub is 26, 4-4.
It's not Giddey, is it?
It's not Giddey. No, Giddey is only
Per 36.
19.
Who's scoring a ton for the Thunder?
Who loves to shoot?
Oh, Dort?
No,
Oh.
it's
Joe.
No, Davis.
God, I mean,
Davis.
yes, of course.
He
Dude, I love it.
Per-
I love Davis Bertans.
per 36. If you were to extrapolate it, 18 threes per game.
And then I was gonna say that's quite an extrapolation because he
18.2 threes per game.
Hits what, 9 of them?
Shot 52% in the preseason.
Gosh.
Wow.
Yeah.
give him the shots.
31 points per 36. I mean,
he's in the running for maybe the guy I'm the most intrigued to see what actual minutes he gets.
yeah. I mean, I'm not, but that's really cool.
Well, they're going to be spot minutes against specific teams. and
Yeah, I mean,
specific-
he's gonna play.
Yeah.
Or like, but I'm like, if the offense stagnates for some reason, it's like throw Bertans in, have him come across a couple screens and just chuck him up.
Have him run 3 line to 3 line because that's all he does.
So good, dude.
Like there should be a Bertans drinking game where if Bertans touches the paint, drink. You know.
Oh man, it's awesome.
From you or me?
Yeah.
I think it's from me.
Yeah.
Jay's spitting facts over here.
Anyways, yeah. That's
Bertans, breakfast, car,
Chet.
house, or life.
Chet life, right?
Yeah.
Usman Jang.
I'm gonna go car. Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, I would definitely bet my car. Also,
He seems very in control. Like he's
Yes.
not insane.
yes. Yeah.
As a second year guy who's really, really young still.
He's been good. He's been a legitimately good passer, and I think defensively he can do some stuff. His shot it looks good to me. I think he's going to contribute this season.
Okay. So are you going more than Carr?
But I just don't know. Like I don't know that I could get him in a playoff rotation. Like for sure.
Would you take him over Wiggins in the playoffs?
Probably not.
No, me neither.
Would you take him over Potu?
That's a tough one.
We don't even know what this version of Potu is.
I know. We need to see Poku.
We got to see it.
before I say it.
Poto.
Got to see it before I say it. Lou against Durt.
Oh, house, life.
Oh, life. Jay. No,
Yeah,
Jay said
house.
house. That's
I
it.
said both.
First thing.
Yeah, house and life. I'll give them both up.
That's when you light your house on fire and don't leave.
That's right. That's right.
That's how confident I am.
Okay, our guy Davis Bertans.
Carr.
Car.
Breakfast. I just don't know about him playing in the playoffs.
I think he's gonna get some minutes.
dude
They're
over
gonna-
there
We
just-
need some threes.
Doubting over there, man.
I do doubt. Yes.
What was it Mark said? He was like, thank God he's a good team player because with his green light that he always has, it'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
hard if people didn't like him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's an outrageously confident player. Fred Katz wrote a piece about him when he was with the Wizards about just his confidence level. That they brought in Pashekniks in like the draft process, and everybody was like waiting to see, because they're from the same country, waiting to see his confidence, because they just thought like everybody from Latvia is just like crazy confident and like just has like this aura about them. And he's like, Pasheknik is not like a super comic guy. He's just more of like a meek person. And the Wizards were just shocked because they just
like, hold on, we thought Bertans.
They just believed that every Latvian person
that is
just had
so funny.
Had like outrageous confidence. Fred wrote the piece on The Athletic. It's really good, but
that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's really
that's
funny.
really American too.
Yeah, I know. To like make these assumptions.
No way.
The entire
you guys
countries.
aren't the exact same person.
Yeah.
They were all like, "Where's the confidence?
You're Latvian, aren't you?
Aren't you Latvian?" And he's like, "No, that's just Bertans." Kenrich Williams.
Life.
Life.
Yeah,
As long as he's healthy.
yeah, as long as he's healthy. Isaiah Joe.
Life.
Yeah, he looks good.
Really good.
He's doing way more,
Yeah,
like offensively, than just shooting.
a lot of driving. He's moving the ball well. He's defending,
And he's
well.
getting a lot of minutes, which I know it's preseason, but you can tell that Mark believes in him.
Yeah,
He's just so important for spacing for all the rest of the guys too.
yeah. He looks improved.
He does.
He certainly
And
does.
he'd be great. Like the Sixers.
Hey,
He would be great on the Sixers.
He's shooting 42% in the preseason. Yeah, he from three. It is sad that they let him go. When you think about a player they could use, it's a player exactly like him.
Is there a more tortured fan base over the last 15 years than them?
No,
I truly don't think so.
No, definitely not.
It would be so frustrating.
Yeah,
Awful.
yeah. I mean, they went through the whole tanking process, but they drafted guys in the top 10 like Nerlens Noel
And
hold
hold on.
Jalil Okafor.
Yeah, Jalil.
Old upside down ears. Jalil
I forgot his
Okafor.
name.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously, turn his photo upside down, then you'll see what ears should really look like.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Keontae Johnson.
Not even my breakfast. I do like him,
I like him too. He's fun, but yeah.
but a two-way guy. Although Lindy did last year, but
Yeah.
a little bit different
Mhm.
roster this
That's
year.
true.
I would, yeah, I could bet my breakfast. You never know. Case and Wallace.
That's more breakfast to me. Maybe,
Really?
maybe car. Maybe car.
Whoa.
Breakfast to car.
Wow.
I'm going house.
Yeah, I might go house as well.
I just think you're at the point where, and you're about to bring this guy up, Vasa or Kaysen.
Yeah.
Like, who are you assuming that they're going to trust more in the playoffs?
You could
They played both of them together.
Yeah, you could make the argument that they're going to stagger the playmakers more in the playoffs. And like they'll just play like Giddey, Dub, and Shea will just play more. And that you may rather have a guy who's more solid defensively and like a guy who is because Vasa's like way more just on ball. Like anytime he's in the game, he's on ball. I think he can play off ball some too, but you see,
Especially if he can develop, like if he can get more confidence in his 3-point shot
Yeah.
in the NBA, like
Yeah.
he can definitely play off ball. But
yeah, you see Kaysen though, like he moves so well off
he
the
just
ball.
fits, man. It's like
That's why
I know Sam wouldn't have done this, but instead of drafting, best player available, you just drafted a guy that fit.
Mm-hmm.
Kaysen's kind of that.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good shot.
He's got upside too.
He does.
I thought you were going to say he has upside down ears too.
He also has upside down ears.
I
Upside
don't actually know what his
down
ears
ears.
look like.
We
I've never
can't
seen
see his ears. I don't
very
think.
normal ears.
Does he have ears?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Vava.
I mean, house
House.
to life.
Yeah, I would say house, not life. House. Jack White. What's your confidence level that he's on the team in
Not even breakfast.
in 4
Not even
days?
breakfast.
Breakfast, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I still have a little bit of like, I don't know, like maybe they find a trade for Trey.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best thing for Trey.
It's the best thing for Trey.
It's just hard. It's like
if Trey just stuck on this team, just sat on the end of the
it would
bench,
suck for him.
it would
Like,
be bad.
he needs to go get a chance to do something.
I think so too. I just don't think that there's a chance for him here anymore. It's a shame.
No.
SAR. It's SAR time.
Breakfast.
Yeah, sure. I'll give up Cheerios for a day. Lindy.
I kind of want to go Carr for Sar.
Car for SAR.
Yeah. I really like him.
Driving the SAR car.
Man, Lindy feels like he's another one of those guys that has the confidence of Mark. Like he got minutes against the Pelicans last year and the Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I know it's different, as we talked about.
I would have to go Carr with him just because you just don't know that if everybody else is not doing well, you know that he'll lean on Lindy.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's true. Last one, Jay Will.
Life. If you could only give playoff minutes to Lindy or Bertans, which one you choosing?
Lindy. Easy.
Really?
Yeah.
Me neither. I'm going Bertans.
You
I
guys
love
are- you
Bertans.
guys
Give
are
me some
nuts.
Bert, man.
You guys are nuts.
Nah, man.
Sorry, man. I saw him a couple games ago hit 4 threes in like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And last night, even he gets a shot and someone's in his face, and it's so wet.
Yeah. Lindy. Lindy defends though. Like Lindy defends.
Doesn't matter, man. I'm not getting Bert on the
We
floor
got
for
Chet. I don't
defense.
care about that anymore. We got Chet, Dort, and Case and Wallace
Who cares about defense?
And
All right.
J-Dub, man.
and J-Dub.
All right. Well done. We got to rapid fire the rest of our podcasts.
Okay,
So
just skip mine then, because
okay.
We can skip mine too.
Okay. Well, let's move on to some Twitter. Well, let's take a break and then we'll come back and do some Twitter questions.
Okay.
And we're back after that quick break. Well, it's time for some Twitter questions.
Hey.
Nope.
Jimmy.
Jimmy,
What is it, Luke?
Our first Twitter question.
Twitter questions.
All right.
All right, our first Twitter question comes from @DortPoy.
It comes from
Jimmy.
who says it's not a question. He just wanted to say, howdy, partners. Emoji
Howdy.
with a cowboy hat. Here's to a great season ahead. Hey, howdy right back.
You know
starts
what?
on Wednesday.
You know what? Cowboy video has done the best on Instagram for me.
Dadgum. J. Will.
No,
Giddy.
no.
J-Dub.
Mm-mm.
Kenrich.
Shay.
Kenrich
Huh.
has
Yeah, he was good.
it has like killed.
Really?
It's been weird.
What are you
been
up to?
Weird. It's like I was at like a 180K
Whoa.
for like my like small for just like my personal Instagram account, which has like never happened on like my Instagram is like mostly just me posting about my kids.
Right.
Man, you got to pin that.
Haven't even pinned it.
Pin it.
Pin that thing.
Hey, next Twitter question, and really first Twitter question, comes from @RealBranXO. Is there a world where Holmgren is top 2 in FGA on the team next year?
Maybe this year.
I thought you mispronounced SGA.
No, FGA. Is
No.
there a chance that Holmgren is top 2?
Let's say this season. Is there a chance that he is
Yeah.
second in field goal attempts for this season? I think
Sure.
so.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah.
chance.
Who is your bet? If you're going to have to bet your house or your life on it, who would you bet is the number 2 in field goals attempted?
Either J-Dub or Giddy.
J-Dub is the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, probably J-Dub. He looks so good yesterday.
Special.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he looked amazing. He was 7 of 15, 20 points on 15 shots.
He's
5 of
still
5.
shooting pretty efficiently too, which is
Yeah. 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 5 assists. He looked amazing. Would you take J-Dub or let's say the Pistons called today and
Cade Cunningham.
Cade
or
Cunningham.
J-Dub.
Ooh.
Cade Cunningham for J-Dub and
That's
Presty
not
called
fair.
you and said like, Jay, I need you to make the decision. I can't do
that. I'm way too loyal. I'm taking J-Dub every
I'm
day.
also-
It's
I'm-
probably stupid, but
I'm not going to be fair because I haven't seen Cade play in so long.
Yeah.
Cade.
Yeah. Yeah, I might lean Dub. I don't know.
He's special.
I think it's actually gonna be pretty close between the two of them.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing. And I also thought, like, would you take the Pistons roster over what the Thunder were last night? Like the Thunder's roster, like without
No.
SGA.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. That's what I mean.
With like 1 or 2 more years of tanking.
Yeah.
I got to go to work.
Let me fire through some of these for us.
Yeah. Fire through.
See you, Luke.
GQs.
All right. Next one up. This is from @JennyD2012. Hi, love listening to you guys. Hey, thanks, Jen. Where does Poku stand with the Thunder? Think he still has a chance, but he's got to get healthy. And this is his moment. We already talked.
Yeah,
about
I mean
that.
he's got to play and play well. So got to get him on the court. 2, he's got to play well.
I'm starting to
this year.
lose care about Poe too because everyone is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm starting to be like, whatever.
I feel bad for Poku.
Oh no, he missed his chance here. All right, this is from at Pepsi United. In KOC's article, Calvin Booth says that one of the pillars of his team building philosophy is to not overlap skills of the players. That differs from Presti's, who's obviously emphasizing ball handling over other qualities. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. The whole KOC Calvin Booth interview has turned out to be very interesting in a lot of ways since that happened. Have you guys seen all of this?
No.
Or Calvin Booth? So the article was written, released, and Calvin Booth was like pretty loosey-goosey in this interview. And then Booth is miffed and peeved because he's saying that he
was off the record.
that it was supposed to be off the record. And so now like there's like this weird, and like who knows like what's what there.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. But one of the things that came out of it is that he did say that he wanted to find players that didn't have overlapping skills, which is
That's a philosophy that makes sense.
yeah. I just think it has to be, if you're going to have guys that do have overlapping skills, that they have to be multi-skilled players.
Yeah. Then
You
that's
know?
what the Thunder have emphasized.
That's what they've done. And like they have a different philosophy where they want anybody to grab the ball off the rim and push and create. And they have done that. They've created a starting lineup that does that.
Well, and you have to give yourself some kind of wiggle room, because if you have all your players and none of them have overlapping skills, if your scorers are not scoring that night, then what's happening?
Yeah. Also, it helps to have a guy named Nikola Jokic on your team
Yeah.
to create everything for you.
Yeah, and it's not as if they're singular skills. It's like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
only have, like, you have to be able to do multiple things on the court.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be a total sieve on defense.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like Calvin Booth is not trying to say that we have one guy that rebounds and one guy that shoots, and one guy that plays defense. It's no, they just don't want, if your dominant skill is this, we want somebody else's dominant skill to be more complementary, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, these guys, after every time we talk to these guys after they win championships, you saw this with Golden State too.
Mm-hmm.
There's now so much confidence and confirmation bias in the decisions they've made
Mm-hmm.
that they're like,
this is the way to do it.
this is how you do it. It's like, no, you have the best player in the league.
Yeah. You have a generational big man.
And you have Jamal Murray, and there could not be a better fit next to Jokic than Jamal Murray.
Yeah. It's a great fit. Yeah.
Next question from at Zakari VS. Will J-Dub be used as Draymond Light on defense? That is one of the things I'm intrigued by, is to see what J-Dub looks like defensively this year.
He's been phenomenal so far. Yeah. I don't know. Draymond Light that's a huge expectation.
We
for somebody.
constantly undervalue Draymond Green.
Yeah. I would say no. I would just say no. He's also not going to have necessarily the responsibilities that Draymond does as a defender. He's got the potential to be that, but I just think having that expectation is a little wild.
Yeah.
Of the projecting starter, this is from at Medicine Clam. Of the projected starting 5, who plays the fewest minutes?
I mean, you would just think that it
Dort?
would be Dort, just because his talent level just isn't where everybody else is. But also, Mark loves Dort.
Yep.
So it's hard to say. Like minutes per game, Dort was 3rd last year, 30.7.
I could actually see it being Chet.
It could definitely be Chet, just because he's a rookie and it's going to take some time, and they
He
want
may
to.
foul a lot. Like,
It could happen.
hasn't done it much in the
I don't know.
preseason,
If you're a really good defender on one of Mark's teams, you're gonna get more minutes though. It's easier for him to leave you out on the court. And I guess that is what makes me think that it's not gonna be Dort
Yeah.
in the starting lineup. Just because I think he's gonna keep Dort out there, even if he's having a hard game offensively. I think he'll leave him out there just to give some kind of break to Shea, J-Dub, and Giddey on the best guy in the other team.
Per 36, how many fouls for Chet in the preseason?
3.
3.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, to be able to play like he does without
That's really
fouling is
good.
incredible.
Yeah, I know. It's insane.
Next up, we got at Trav is funny. Who is the starting lineup and the first off the bench for the home opener against the Nuggets?
I think we know the starters.
Yeah, the starters we know. First off the bench,
Joe.
Joe is a good answer. It won't be Kenrich because I don't think he'll be ready yet. I would say it's Joe or Oos.
Joe plays so good with all
Oos
those
would be
starters.
very surprising.
Really?
I get it, but
Put some Oos on it.
put some
Oos
Oos
on
on.
it.
I can't hear him be talked about without thinking of that. All right, let's move on from that one. At Solar Power, okay. How do we feel about the nickname, the Slender Contender for Chet?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna move on down here. Okay, at Andrew Boo Boo 2. Josh Giddey seems like he could grow a pretty impressive beard. Do you think a beard would help him get more foul calls?
Why do you think he could grow an impressive beard?
I think the hair. You just got a lot of
He
hair.
he definitely can.
Really?
Yeah.
What would you think of Chet if he had a full beard instead of the Abe Lincoln?
He would if he could. That's what I think.
I did the same thing
You did
when I was younger.
in your life?
Yeah, you're like, I couldn't grow the full beard because my mustache wouldn't come in.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I had lamb chops.
Oh, I remember seeing pics of that. Oh, yeah.
So
that was a good
embarrassing.
look. I think you should go
No,
back.
no.
It's a great look.
I will have a beard for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I shave it occasionally, and every time I do, I'm like, this is what I look like underneath here?
Same.
You think the beard helped James Harden get foul calls?
Yeah, it does.
No.
It's more dramatic. His head's so much bigger. You notice it more.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a strange question, but I'm going to read it. Last one is from at New York Lahoman. New York Lahoman. Sure. Best post-game wind down: a glass of warm milk, a shot of whiskey, or a sandwich.
A glass of warm milk at 10:30 p.m.
Have you guys ever had a glass of warm milk?
Never.
Not once.
Yeah, I mean,
Not one time.
When did people stop having glasses of warm milk?
When they stop being cats.
When they stop being freaking booby babies.
Yeah, the glass of warm milk. Just,
None of the above is my answer. Like, honestly, my cool down is just take a minute, catch your breath, and go to bed. Shower. I've gotten to I'm a two shower a day guy now.
Wow.
Morning shower and an evening shower guy.
Wow.
It's kind of hard to take a shower at night when you're so tired, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. Sometimes it takes a little bit more effort than you really need to put forth.
Yep. I wish this machine had a different name, but the Ninja Creamy.
Oh, dude, we got one.
You did?
Oh yeah. My wife
Loves the creamy.
Likes the cream.
It's surely somebody in their marketing department was like, all right, what's the name that we could use that's the most offensive yet actually defines what this thing does?
We got to make our products sexy. Or it won't sell.
But man, we make these, dude, it's legit.
It's amazing. Aren't they great?
They are great.
Literally probably 5 nights a week.
You
We're
need to
doing
send me
that.
some recipes, bro.
That's all Amy. I do nothing with it.
All right.
Yeah, she's really
That's
good.
Natalie too.
Yeah.
She gets in there. Like, we've got like 6 of those containers.
Yeah.
Just ready for the.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's great.
Isn't
And
it unbelievable?
The cool part about it is, like, for my son, you can have like full sugar ones and real ones. But for Natalie and I, like, she makes these little protein shake ones.
Yeah, that's what we do too, and they taste great.
Fantastic.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's great.
Guys got a couple creamy queens in the house.
Just all right. Last question for you guys: are you miffed or are you peeved?
Miffed and peeved.
Jimmy,
Tayshaun, you miffed and peeved?
Just yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I got nothing. So
you got
go ahead.
nothing. I don't really have anything.
I let mine go in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, Jay has already shown his miffed and peeved. I am grateful and blessed because the Thunder season is upon us.
Woo! What are you doing? So, walk me through your week. So on today, release a Slam and Jam.
Slam and Jam's coming out at like 9 Central.
And what's you're looking at
surprise
teams? Okay,
so we're talking about the teams that we think are going to be bad. There's always 1 or 2 that end up beating their over under by 10 or more, and so we're trying to predict.
Ooh.
Then
teams.
on Monday, you and McKelly,
me and McKelly Monday,
and then Wednesday.
Also, have you guys listened to Josh Eustace on the Athletic NBA show yet?
I started it. I have not finished
You
it.
should
No.
listen to it. He's really good.
Really good.
Yeah, he's really good. He's on the Monday show. So yeah, that'll be Monday. Wednesday is the day the regular season starts. So Al will have
For the Thunder, Tuesday night is actually the beginning of the season.
right. Yeah, Wednesday night.
So are y'all doing a full blown preview? Like
Yeah.
Here's the deal: if you're a Twitter follower or any other means of connecting to Down to Dunk, if you have any burning questions for Alex and Andrew as they get ready for the season, because Wednesday night against the Chicago Bulls, kind of a letdown of a first game, but here we are. It's away and it's early-ish.
And that's against Billy Donovan.
So I'm a little grateful and blessed too. I just want to brag on a couple bros. So there's a show on CBS, a reality TV show called Buddy Games that Josh Duhamel created and hosts.
Yeah.
And
Yopon.
two of my best friends from high school are on Team OK.
Did you see that they were in the Edmond thing?
The Edmond Outlook, or whatever it is. So last night they had a watch party at a restaurant here in the city.
Oh, really?
So I got to go watch the show with them.
I bet that was so fun.
It's really neat. I don't know how they were able to take 4 weeks away from their families at any point. And that's why I asked both of their wives. It was like, so are y'all okay?
Yeah.
How were you able to do that? And but anyway, it's really neat. If you haven't watched it, Buddy Games, there's 2 more episodes left. Team OK, Justin Palmer and Yopon Zito. Those are 2 of my good friends. And so it's pretty neat to watch them. It's wild to watch him do it.
That's
pretty cool.
Awesome. Yeah, go watch that. That's super cool. All right. Thunder. They just have practice now. They're just going to practice. And we will know what the Cinnamon Toast roster crunch ends up being in the next couple of days. So I think they have to decide Saturday.
You could. I bet you see it today.
Yeah, it'll probably be Friday news dump. But Jack White gone. All right. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. We will talk to you guys again on Monday.